find an egg.
I wasn't even trying to like prank you. Then.
No, it was. How should I? Didn't think you were. But how should I do it? On the head? On your head?
Quickly, I think, isn't it?
Okay.
Ow! I mean, it does hurt. It's a shell. Kills.
It's a shell. It's a shell.
It's not.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
You said that like that. You know, we all know what a shell. We all know what that means.
That's how we have.
All right. Okay. What one thing can you advise career starters not to be afraid of as they try to break into the industry?
I'm going to be quite trite here.
Go on then.
And say experimenting and making mistakes. I think
trite.
it's boring.
Bloody
It's
hell,
so
that is
boring.
trite.
But I do think it's true. I think you should do things which are really difficult and ambitious, and if necessary, fail at them because you can't do that.
Should I give a quick example?
Yeah.
I think a good example is chickens, weirdly. No, but I do think it is chickens. In that, I think when we had the idea for chickens, we got a lot of feedback from production companies and channels that it was too weird an idea, that historical comedy wasn't really in, nobody was doing it.
It's very expensive.
It was expensive.
Yeah.
And then, since we did the pilot chickens, Hundabees come out and Plebs and Up the Women.
We're not saying they copied us per se.
And in a way, it now feels like we're behind the times, which is unfair, because we did the pilot quite a long time ago. But you've got to have faith in your own idea and hope other people are going to catch up. And I feel like that's the way good stuff gets made, is there's always going to be somebody out there who's ahead of the pack.
Yeah. The best things always feel as though they're a shock when you watch them.
Yeah. But I think also with regard to fear, I mean, don't worry if you're fearful. I mean, it's just being nervous, and like the minute before you're about to do the thing that you're afraid of, your brain will be telling you that it's going to go wrong. You just have to accept that is just nerves, and do it anyway. So like, fear is a natural part of doing something new, but it is just
specifically Miles would be acting, I think, in that the main thing you're going to like we were talking about, if you get to that situation where you've only got one take, obviously you're going to be scared and it's nerve-wracking, and the main thing you have to do is try and find a way to suppress that, or at least accept it and thrive on it.
Yeah.
And just accept that it is a nerve-wracking situation and find a way to move past that. That's not very helpful.
There's a bit in something I read recently where somebody said, I think it was like somebody giving advice to somebody about fear, and they said like the worst thing that's going to happen is that you'll make a fool of yourself, and that is basically true with the sort of fear that you're talking about in this industry. So if that
sounds quite bad, though.
It does sound bad. It could be totally utterly humiliating, but that it is. It won't ruin your life, and not necessarily, and that's not the message of BAFTA gurus.
Just saying, watch out.
Just don't get in. Honestly, don't get sucked in. Just stay out.
It's a nightmare.
Stay out. You're right to be afraid. It's horrible. I know, but I think
give it a go. Give it a shot.
That's the thing. If you've got to say a funny line, say it like you expect, that no one's going to laugh and you'll be made a fool of, and then maybe just think, well, I'll be a fool then, but at least I won't be dead. Is that what I'm saying? I think it is what I'm saying. So there you go. You're still going to go home at the end of the day.
What's your one?
It feels like he's been speaking for quite a long time.
What not to be afraid of?
Is that your? Have we all
Well,
done
no,
that?
Yeah, I think we combined.
Well, I'm just sort of saying, just
don't be afraid in general. I think
just don't be afraid. Or don't just.
That's a good message.
Yeah, is it they say feel the fear and do it anyway? That's the sort of.
Is that no fear?
No fear. It's not no fear. It's like the fear. Well, no. Honestly, to quote after Earth, fear does not exist.
It does exist according to the question.
The only thing to fear is fear itself. Have you got a fear quote?
Hold on. No, I don't.
Oh. See you later.
No.